Hot 94.1, the Rhythm in the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, so I found out this the other day. I found it a couple of days ago. I forgot to talk about it. It was MTV Video Music. MTV channel is gone. They took it off the air. I didn't go look for it. Somebody just told me it, that MTV is gone. That's kind of a big deal. Not for Gen Zs, not for millennials, but it's kind of a big deal for Gen X. It's kind of a big deal for people that grew up with MTV. MTV was, it's funny. You talk about the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, things like that. These kids everybody's addicted to it, right? Well, MTV was like that for the 80s and 90s. MTV was addictive like social media, like YouTube is today. The only difference is you didn't have it in the palm of your hand. When you weren't home, you could not watch it. But when you were home, you watched it. People used to revolve their schedule around MTV. You wouldn't run to the store if your Rock Block was coming on or Yo MTV Raps was coming on. You didn't go to the grocery store during that half-hour period. That was the other thing about MTV that it's different than social media, is it wasn't 24 hours of what you like. If you just liked R&B, or if you just like rap, or you just like rock and roll or heavy metal or whatever, it wasn't 24 hours of that. So you could get a break from it when it came to MTV now. But just as much as every one of you moms and dads complain about your kids are always on TikTok, you were always on MTV. Unless you had to go somewhere. But you were always on it. And your favorite shows, your favorite music videos, when that new release was coming out, when they said the new video's coming out, you were there to watch it. Okay, you made sure that you were home. So it wasn't different. I mean, it was different in the accessibility that you had to it. Right? But yeah, it was a big deal. MTV was a big deal. I was trying to think of what we used to watch Yo MTV Raps. Ed Lover. Yo MTV Raps. We used to watch I think it was the Rock Block. I'm trying to think of all the different shows they had on MTV. Adam Curry. Trying to remember MTV. You guys remember MTV? What did you like about MTV? 842-5477. You can sit here and try to lie or misremember all you want, moms and dads. But as much as your kids are addicted to their phones, and whether it be YouTube or social media, you were addicted to MTV. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Okay. So MTV apparently is off the air. Now, MTV was the equivalent to social media today, okay? The only difference was you didn't have it in your hand. You couldn't walk around with it all day. If in the 80s, if you could walk around with MTV in your hand, everybody would have, okay? It's the same thing. RD424-5477. Hey, Rome. Yeah, heck yeah, everyone was addicted to MTV. Everyone watched MTV, and we all had our favorite shows. We all made sure we were home to be there. When the newest video was coming out, the latest Madonna or Michael Jackson, or pick your video that you wanted to see, when that was coming out, oh man, you were at home watching it. You were. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of all the favorite things about MTV. Heck yeah, Rome. This is slick. MTV should make a podcast. MTV should not make a podcast. MTV should have never stopped making videos. Videos were great. Celebrity Deathmatch, Rome. That was my favorite on MTV. Yeah, MTV did The Real World. All these reality shows, MTV was the first reality show. We're going to put 7 people in a house and see what happens in the real world. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. Hey, Rome, what about MTV Cribs, Rome? MTV Cribs. Wasn't, even later on, wasn't Pimp My Ride on MTV? I mean, MTV was was mostly videos, but then once they started doing shows, I mean, they did some great shows. Yeah, MTV is a part of American history when it comes to media, because it really was, I can't overstate this, it really was social media of its time. That's how, the only difference was you couldn't walk around with it. So you had to be home for what you wanted to see when it came on. RD4254-7-7. What'd you like about MTV? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So I found out MTV is off the air. That's what they told me. No more MTV. That's horrible. MTV was great. Oh my gosh. Spring Break, MTV comedy. The videos were awesome. Everybody had to make a good video. Yo MTV Raps. Like I said, Yo MTV Raps. Who was it? Ed Lover? Was Yo MTV Raps? I don't even think, I'm trying to remember. Mark Curry was the news guy, right? What's her name? What's her name? I can picture her voice. I can't think of her name right now, but MTV did it. RD4254-7-7. Hey, good morning, Rome. Did they have a video deal back in the day when you can call and punch in the code and pick the video you wanted to listen to or watch? I think they did. Remember, didn't Carson Daly, was it Carson Daly? What did he do at MTV? Remember that? He had a show. Pauly Shore was huge on MTV. Total Request Live. Was that MTV? That might have been MTV. RD4254-7-7. Heck yeah, Rome. Everybody was addicted to MTV. You were. People were addicted to MTV in the same way that you people are addicted to TikTok. Hey, Rome, MTV and BET was the thing. The music videos, the interviews, the drama with the artists, etc. Exactly. Oh, BET. BET's still on the air, though. But MTV was the original. And MTV was just... I mean, I can't even... Wasn't Beavis and Butthead on MTV? Is that where they started? I mean, MTV was legitimately in the same way that you guys believe TikTok represents the youth of America or Instagram or whatever these social medias represent the youth of America. MTV did that. And on the same scale. RD4254-7-7, and the videos were off the... I don't know why they ever changed. I have no idea why. MTV, instead of competing with YouTube or competing with Vivo, is it Vevo, whatever it is, competing, they should have, they just threw in the towel. But, Alrighty, 4254-7-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. You guys remember MTV? Well, MTV shut down, apparently. Apparently it's off the air. Somebody told me, and man, it's so sad what MTV was and what it turned into. I mean, they never should. If MTV, I believe, would have stayed the course of what they were, reaching the younger generation, they could have easily been successful. If I would have ran MTV, we'd be successful today. They'd be successful today because I never would have stopped with the videos. Okay? And you could have done this. The shows were great. MTV was doing great shows. Even by today's standards, they were doing good shows. Okay? RD4254-7-7. Good morning, what's going on?
What's up? Good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Want to talk about, about MTV.
Oh, yeah. What's up? What you got?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think it's like off a jukebox. Y'all know anything about that?
A what?
The jukebox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but 106 in Park for sure was definitely one of them.
You said, I didn't know what a jukebox was.
Like a less explicit version of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 106 in Park and the ones you mentioned beforehand, for sure.
Wait, 106 in Park was on BET.
Was it?
Yeah, well, that was. I don't think 106 in Park was on. That was a great show. Great show, by the way. The videos, but I know that was on BET. That wasn't on MTV.
All right then. Well, yeah. was Pimp My Car on MTV?
Yeah, Pimp My Ride was on MTV.
Oh, Pimp My Ride.
Yeah. You're right about that one, I believe. Yes. All right, thanks for calling.
All right.
I mean, there's nothing, but I agree. I mean, it's hard to get, you can get them confused, MTV and BET, because once BET hit, you know, that now you were just watching both. You know, MTV and BET started to become an everyday thing. You check out this one, you check out that one, you just skip back and forth depending on what you're looking for at the moment, right? So yeah, the confusion's real easy to get to. RD42547-7. RD42, wait, hold on. What did you text me here? Hey, Rome. Let's see. However, what does it say? Rome, I used to like watching TRL, Darla and the Real World. Yeah, TRL. However, I read that MTV is shutting down. It's only shutting down the remaining global music part of it. Yeah, okay, I don't even know what that means, but okay. All right, it's Romeo outside 94.1. On 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley is Romeo. So MTV, I was told, shut down, right? But maybe it's only the music and not the TV shows? I don't know. Either way, MTV used to be great. Remember MTV? I do want to say this, though. And Big Boy, you know I love you, brother. And he just texted me all of the DJs, you know, some of the DJs from MTV because he Googled it. Do you guys ever like having a conversation where you don't Google the answer? Where you're just trying to figure out with somebody else? I don't understand that. I still like having conversations where we don't know the answer. Me and my boy Arnold had one yesterday about Mike Tomlin when he won a Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. And we didn't know. We were just both had different ideas and trying to figure it out. You guys don't like, I mean, there's still something very good about not knowing the answer to something and sitting there with your buddy and not knowing what's true and what's not. Okay? Good morning, now. What's going on? I like trying to figure out who the DJs was, trying to remember. Yeah, what's up?
What up, Rome?
What up, buddy?
Hey, just like everything else, I feel like the new generation, they don't know what's cool anymore. All the stuff that they think is amazing and cool for their generation is trash. The cartoons, movies.
You can't necessarily say that, but I understand why you're saying it.
It's not cool anymore. Like, you know, like, to be honest, like Full House, like Family Matters, and all those shows back in the day when you wanted to feel like a fun, homey feeling and watch a funny show, you'd watch that. They don't have anything like that anymore.
Well, they still do. I mean, they still do. It's just that that's not the accessibility that kids today were raised on is different than what we were raised on. We were raised on a television. We were raised on a schedule. We were raised on a day part. They're raised on 24-hour access to whatever. If somebody put that stuff on YouTube, the sitcoms are only 19 minutes, 22 minutes without commercials. If somebody did something like that, you might be able to attract this younger generation and have exactly what you're talking about. The problem is nobody wants to compete. Everybody's thrown in the towel when it comes to that type of situation.
And then the other thing too, all the stuff from our generation, you can't watch it for free anymore. You have to pay literally for all the things we used to watch as kids.
Well, that's because we got more money now. That's really why. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But all right, man. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, take it easy.
The problem is this with you guys, and the problem that he's saying right now is you don't want to compete to win. You know, you're throwing in the towel and you're not competing. You know, MTV could still be around. MTV could still have a YouTube channel that is exactly like their television channel was because MTV had great shows. MTV had videos. Okay. Your problem is how you're raised. It's not the kid's fault. Okay. It's not Gen Z's fault or the millennials' fault that they're addicted to YouTube. It's not their fault that they're addicted to TikTok. It's not their fault that that's where they go for their entertainment and their news. It's everybody else. It's the media's fault for not competing. It's the media's fault for throwing in the towel. Okay? This radio show still does very well. Okay? But it does very well in Bakersfield because that's where I've always done a show in Bakersfield. Everybody says, oh, podcast. Okay, that's fine. Go listen to podcasts. There is enough. It's all about entertainment. It's all about what you find entertaining and where you go to get it. Okay? That's really what it comes down to. Instead of competing, MTV threw in the towel. They didn't have to. They could have adapted. They could have managed. They could have, because they were always catering to the younger generation. And instead of competing for the younger generation's viewership against TikTok, they didn't want to. They actually ruined it. It was only ridiculous. Now it was like 100 hours of ridiculousness. I mean, that was weird. Nothing new. It's Romeo. It's 94.1. 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo.
Hey,
Good
what's
morning. It's Stacy from Circle K.
What's that? Oh, how you doing?
Good, and you?
Doing fabulous. What's up?
Good. Hey, what about Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, people have called about that. I was never a big fan of that, so I never really watched that. But yeah, a lot of people said that, love that show.
Yeah. Hey, so I want to let you know, today's field day for all Inner Circle customers at Circle K until midnight.
And what do you get?
It's field day. Your gas will be $2.95 all day long.
Oh my God. All right. I'll let them know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's at 220 South Union Avenue. Don't forget to get your meal deals when you get there.
I will. 220 South Union Avenue. All right, Stacy.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Romeo. Bye.
She said $2.95? That's pretty good. That sounds pretty good to me. $2.95 a gallon. All right, go check her out. What'd you say? Something South Union Avenue. 220 something South Union Avenue. You guys know where the Circle K is. There's not a lot of them around town. You know where they're at. All right, 842-547-7. I am a little disappointed today. My NFL analyst and insider didn't call me and let me know that the Giants hired Jim Harbaugh. I guess he signed the deal, $20 million or something like that. So Jim Harbaugh found a job real quick with the New York Giants. Yeah. I expected my guy to call me last night with that info, so I wonder, he must be on vacation again. It's out 94.1. Out 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo! It's Bang Bang Niner Day! Let's beat the Seahawks! Yeah! Bang Bang Niner Day! Let's go!
I think the Seahawks are favored by 7, aren't they? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Niners got a legit chance of winning on Saturday, but we'll find out. And all them bandwagoners, I guess you better get them receipts ready to return those jerseys.
Bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Wagon fans. Bandwagon fans. Wagon fans. In 2014, you weren't there. But now in 2020, you care. Claiming that you're faithful and it bugs me. I saw it. I seen the price tag on your jersey. Just bought it. 2015, 2016, what did I see? Nobody at Levi Stadium, just empty seats. $5 tickets on StubHub. But you rather stay at home and order Grubhub. Ooh, I never saw you once in the stands. Now on Instagram, you the #1 fan. Last year, you was all about the Warriors. And this year, you ignoring them. Ooh, and turned into a Laker fan. Went from Steph Curry to LeBron and them. Facts. Don't call me no hater, I'm stating facts. To all the bandwagon Niner fans, welcome back. Bandwagon fans. 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 Bandwagon fans.
Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. What's going on here? What'd you send me? Yo, Rome, Still a Tyrone ain't went nowhere. Well, Still a Tyrone ain't called in a while, but I know Still a Tyrone's busy. I get it. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Romeo. How you doing?
Doing great, brother. What's up?
I just want to. I don't know how to react to that E40, that fake E40 song right now.
Okay.
Who made that?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody made it. It wasn't me.
How you doing this morning, all right?
I'm doing great, brother. All right.
That's good. That's the first time I think I heard that. And
All
I was
right.
like, oh, man, come on. All they got to do is only 40 like that. Come on.
All right, man. Thanks for
Hey,
calling.
have a good one.
Later. And yeah, that's the perfect song right there for the 49er fan base in Bakersfield. Oh, 99.9% of Niner fans in Bakersfield, straight bandwagon fans. How did boy won the Rhythm of the Valley? It's Romeo. Good morning. What's going on?
Yeah, Rome, there's a bang wagon gang. Man, these guys, man, at the beginning, they fired Shanahan and all this crap, they got rid of Debo, and I'm done, and all this, and then now, you see them at the grocery stores. You know what drives me the worst, though, is all these little Mexican girls. They're just like all over. They just think they're.
You know what I saw? What's the worst is all of a sudden I started seeing those flags again on the cars.
Oh yeah, and those.
What kind of stupid do you think we are to not realize you're a fake ass fan when all of a sudden you got a Niner flag on your car?
And that's so 90s. That's why they pulled that stuff out from when they quit 10 years ago.
How did the boy win the Rhythm of the Valley? It's Romeo. Hey, good morning, Romeo. The bandwagon fans won't own up to their loss on Saturday. Their excuses will be we lost because all we have is backups. Oh, well, the thing about real fans is they understand their team and what happens. They understand the game. Bandwagon fans, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's why they sound like morons when they talk about football. I mean, that's what 49er fans are. They're basically dummies with wearing red and gold. Rome, hey, you think someone will trade for Mike Tomlin? Well, you don't trade for the coach because he's already quit his job. So no, I don't think Mike Tomlin will coach. My insider says that Mike Tomlin has already gotten offers from one of the big television stations or maybe the streaming sites that are going to have stream football. So he'll probably be an announcer this year. I don't know. That's a good question, though. He's not a great coach. I mean, he's a good coach, not a great coach. He isn't really so. That's a good question, though. I don't know what he'll do. I mean, maybe. But my insiders say that he's going to be in the booth. He's going to be announcing games next year. Or maybe be on one of those TV shows. Maybe they get rid of, who's that guy on Fox, the old quarterback, the old Steelers quarterback, everybody's Terry Bradshaw. Maybe they get rid of Terry Bradshaw and bring in Mike Tomlin. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. RD42547-7. It's Romeo outside at 4.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, RD42547-7. Hey, Rome, I need your help besides your podcast. You have what other podcast or local good listens? I couldn't tell you, only because I don't listen to them. I don't listen to podcasts, so not for any other reason except they're always dated. Every time I get to one, it happened 2-3 days ago, and they talk about things that have already had a conclusion, so I couldn't help you with that. Hey, good morning, Rome. As a 49er fan since 1987, I'm tired of bandwagon fans. It's true. They just jump on when they win, jump off when they lose, off after an injury or a bad loss. I say it like this. If you became a fan after Levi Stadium was built, you're a bandwagoner. After Levi Stadium was only built 10 years ago, wasn't it? But, I mean, if you haven't been to Candlestick, I guess I can say that. 87? All right. I would say if you don't have one of those satin Niner jackets where it says 49 on one side and Ers on the other, I think they were made by Reebok. Yeah, if you don't have one of those, it might have been Reebok or, yeah, somebody off to, when you old school. If there's truly an old school fan out there, they'll tell me who made it. Good morning, what's going on?
What's going on, Rome? Chili Gilly.
Gilly? What the hell, man? Raider Joe and I were just talking about you earlier. What the hell? You couldn't let us know Harbaugh was going to the Giants before ESPN?
I did. I let you know. And I was just Wednesday, January the 7th at 8:26. Me and you were texting back and forth.
And watch, look at your messages. And I said, my bet is that John Harbaugh signs with the Giants.
Oh, well, yeah, I remember that, but I thought I want finality. He's going to the Giants. I thought you were
Well,
going
I mean, you know, I told you yesterday, I go, he's meeting right now with the Giants. You know,
Yeah.
I'm always keeping you up to date. That's why I keep these text messages, because somebody will say, "Oh, you never said that." Not you, but somebody else. And then when I send it to them, they don't reply.
That's funny.
I'm on it, baby.
I hope so. Joe and I are holding out.
I'm gonna go in there and talk to Jay Reed, and I want my check.
I hope that works out well.
So you let Joe know that January the 7th at 8:26 a.m. I said my bet is that John Harbaugh signs with the Giants, and you said yeah.
Okay, I'll let Joe know.
And what they're talking about is if Mike Tomlin was to coach with another team, we get some draft picks.
Oh, because he had one more year left on his contract.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He actually has an option for. We have an option for him for 2027 also. But,
okay.
The thing is that he's going to a network. I guarantee you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You heard it here first.
All right, Gilly. Later.
All right.
All right, Raider Joe. I guess he did tell me. I forgot. He said that. So he did say something now that I'm looking at my text messages again. So maybe we don't have to get rid of our NFL insider. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, KISV-FM, Bakersfield. You guys remember, we talk about all these fake-ass Niner fans in Bakersfield. About 99% of the fans in Bakersfield are fake. And the faker they are, the bigger the chain. The bigger the chain, the bigger that stupid logo, or that when they wear those stupid big hats. That's how you know they're fake-ass fans. But it's like a badge of being a bandwagoner. But, man, unless you're walking into the Niner game or the Niner, wherever you Niner fans hang out with that old silk jacket, that old gold, ugly silk jacket, you ain't a real fan. Good morning, what's going on?
Hey, Romeo.
Yeah.
The jacket you're thinking about was a Starter brand.
Starter. Was it Starter from the 80s?
Yeah, it was Starter from the 80s,
Okay.
And then in the 90s they came out with the poncho one with the big pocket in the front.
Okay. So it was Starter that made those. Okay.
Yep. My dad's got a gold one with the red trim, and then I got the one from the 90s when I was in high school.
Okay.
Still got it.
All right.
I made my girlfriend wear it, and I burned her cowboy jersey.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. 33 years later, we still married.
Oh, my God. That's awesome. All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Have a good morning, bud.
All right, 842-547-7. Yeah, that's how you know you're a real fan of a team. Gilly says, thank you. I need this job. Aluminum cans are getting scarce in these streets. Oh, Gilly. Yeah, we'll keep Gilly on board as our NFL insider. It was Starter then that made that old silk jacket. It was a button-up jacket, gold jacket, 49ers in red. Yeah, had that 49 on the front. It said 49 on the right side, and Ers on the left side, or something like that. So Starter made that jacket, huh? Okay. Already 42547-7. Hey, Rome, correct me if I'm wrong. Tomlin stepped down. Technically, he didn't get fired, so he's still under contract with the Steelers, right? Yeah, you're right. Whoever sent me. Jesus. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize that. But you're right about that. Yeah, they have to give compensation if he decides to coach. But our NFL insider says that Tomlin's going to go to a network, go work for a network as an analyst. Already 42547-7. It's out 94.1. 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo, already 42547-7. Hey, Rome, Kubiak will be the Raiders' head coach. Minter will be the defensive coordinator, and they will draft Mendoza, first pick. Oh, nobody cares about the Raiders. They're still going to suck. All they're going to do is ruin another quarterback and coach's career. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. What'd you send me here? 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo. So a friend of mine has a 24-year-old daughter, and her boyfriend of a couple of years just broke up this year. I think it was in the middle of the year. maybe the summertime. Well, we just found out they were going to get back together. And he's pissed at the dude because they broke up. I told him he's got to get over that. People break up, they get back together. It happens. You can't hold it against him, can you? Well, why'd they break up? I guess you could if there's a specific reason why they break up, but at 24 years old, I mean, you can't hold it. What'd you say? They went out for a couple of years. So what? They went out when she was 22. They started dating when she was 22. They broke up for a little bit. They broke up for the year. They broke up in the middle of the year. So they broke up about 6-7 months ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess it would depend on why they broke up, right? I mean, people break up, they get back together. You never know. I guess I don't know. I guess I'd have to know the reason they broke up to know if you can hold it against them. Did she break up with him? If she broke up with him, you can't really hold it against him because she's the one that broke up. If he broke up with her, I mean, why did he break up with her? Do you want to go mess around with another girl? Was there something? I mean, that's just, without knowing why they broke up, I can't really tell you if he should hold it against her, the boyfriend, or not. But, dads are dumb, man. Dads do stupid things. They don't realize sometimes. Sometimes they make irrational decisions based on trying to be all machismo and stuff, and then they look stupid later down the line because their daughter still does what she wants, and then they have to accept it. Maybe be a little more reasonable from the beginning so you don't have to get made a fool of from your 24-year-old daughter. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend on why they broke up. Holding a grudge against your kids, if people get back together. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Especially in Bakersfield, people get back together. Some people break up and never stop, seeing each other. So I don't know. I'd have to know why. I'd have to know who broke up with whom and why, to be honest with you. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome, I can relate to that text message you just got. My daughter and her boyfriend broke up after 5 years. They were apart for 3 and ended up getting back together, and now they've been married for a couple of years now. Believe me, it's hard to see your kids go through a breakup and then have to deal with it when they get back with that one person. Okay, Well, I mean, they're kids. Kids are stupid. I mean, if they're doing it in their 20s, I don't understand. I don't understand what you're worried about. I mean, what's your other option? Already 42547-7. I mean, not see your kids? If your kids, if they break up with somebody and then get back together with them, you're going to be mad about it forever? What are you going to do? You can't run their lives. They're going to do what they want to do, regardless of how you feel about it. So you got to be Switzerland and if you want to see your kids, you got to be Switzerland. That's all I can tell you. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So I got this text message. It was kind of funny. It says, hey, Rome, so a friend of mine has got a 24-year-old daughter, and I guess her and her boyfriend broke up a couple of years. His boyfriend of a couple of years broke up like in the middle of the year. So around summertime they broke up, and I guess they just got back together. And his buddy is kind of holding a grudge against the boyfriend because they broke up. Can you do that? Well, not if you want to see your kids. I don't know how many of you have real control over your kids and who they date and who they marry. But when they decide, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can hold a grudge. I don't know. Good morning, Nat. What's going on?
This is Coronavirus Stalker.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm hearing you about the kids and the girlfriends and the breakups and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. My son has a girlfriend that he's broken up with and got with, and his dad and his sister don't like her. But I was like, we got to deal with her. Like, you know what I mean? To me, I like her. And you want to know why I like her?
Because she's crazy like you?
Yeah, she likes me. Hell yeah, she likes me.
No, because she's crazy like you.
Yeah, she kind of is because she's a fighter. You know what I mean? I'm not a fighter. Okay. I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't like to get my hands dirty and none of that. So I like her because she's my new daughter-in-law. You know what I mean?
Why did they break up, and how many times have they broken up?
They've broken up like a couple of times, like 3 or 4 times. But they're young. She's 18. He's 17. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they're stupid. That's not really breaking up.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, and then my daughter's like, you just like her because she fights.
Oh, God. Well, at least you like her, I guess, whatever the reason is.
My husband's like, you like her, she's going to end up beating your son up. And
Don't say that. Oh, my God. Don't say that.
So I'm like, hey, that's what he likes. That's what he likes.
Yeah, that's what he likes. He likes it rough. He likes it rough, huh?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Like, I'm a fighter. My husband's right here, too. Say good morning, Dave. Good morning.
My God, you're crazy. Oh, God.
Bye.
I guess. Oh, my God. I guess people really do date their parents, huh? Who knew? It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Hey, Rome. Did that Corona girl, stalker chick, just say her daughter is dating a minor? Sounds like that's what she said. Her daughter's 18 and her boyfriend's 17? Oh, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to any of that. She talks so fast. 17 and 18? I'm not really sure. All right, 842-547-7. It's Romeo. It's on 94.1. 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Hey, I got a great story for you, Rome, about breaking up. Me and my wife now, we were high school sweethearts, dated all throughout high school. After high school, we just got jobs and started living together. We had a couple of kids. About 5 years into our relationship out of high school, we broke up. She said that I wasn't doing enough. I needed to get a better job to take care of a family. And she went back and lived with her mom and dad. And I had to figure out what I was going to do, Rome. It took me a year or so to get a real full-time job, worked my way up. About 2 years later, we got back together. I got us our own place. I had my family back. Her dad never forgave me. He even died, Romeo, without forgiving me. I was never allowed to go to his house. He was so mad about his daughter and his daughter and her kids having to move back in with her, and I wasn't the man that I was supposed to be. He held it against me even till his death, Rome. Wow. Me and my wife are still together. Everything's good. We've had a great life. It's just unfortunate that happened. So dads do hold a grudge, Rome. Yeah, I get it. But you got to think he was wrong for it, right? Like, you don't believe that he was right, do you? I mean, you figured it out. Sometimes you do. You were young. You were kids. People need to figure stuff out sometimes. Okay. All right. That is a hell of a story, though. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. Is Romeo. Yo, Rome, you paying them bills or what? Yeah, we're paying bills. 9 o'clock, right? You got to listen for your bill to be called at 9 a.m. this morning. Make sure you go send us your bill. How do you get us the bill? I think you got to go to the website, hot941.com. Go check it out there. I think you submit your bill there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we're paying bills. Keep listening. I guess listen here in about an hour. We'll call. Get you guys hooked up. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, it's 8:10 right now. I wanted to bring Marco in to talk about the housing market and what's going on in Bakersfield, selling Bakersfield. Marco Caracas. What's going on, Marco?
Good morning, Romeo.
All right, so it's 2026.
Is it already?
Yeah, we got to. You always said we got to live somewhere.
That's it.
I don't know what rents look like right now. Are rents high? Is it better to buy? I mean, I don't even know what it looks like right now, to be honest with you.
I was looking at the average rent in Bakersfield is around $1,900. The average rent. Can you believe that?
I cannot. When I moved to Bakersfield, my rent was $475.
That's right.
And my first house I bought, the mortgage was $520.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Man.
What?
$1,900 for rent. That's the average amount. It's crazy.
What? So let's talk about buying houses then. What do you know what the average mortgage price is?
The average sale price of a house is around $380 now.
Okay.
Here in Bakersfield, about $380, $85.
Okay.
Which is insane, right? And when I started coming on the show with you, it was like $225, I think.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
Yeah.
That's just wild, the way things have changed. But, I mean, it's expected. That's the world we live in. I don't know. Is Bakersfield still the lowest place to live in California? Or I don't even know.
We are still very affordable. I don't know if we're the lowest, but it is growing. I mean, It's definitely growing. People are coming. we're like a melting pot, man. We're coming from all over the place. But
these clowns are they're only coming because it's cheaper than where they used to live.
That is true, yeah. But yeah, you know what? We are in the Central Coast, for example. The average price in like Paso Robles, Atascadero, is around $700,000.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're still half of that. Right?
Okay,
about half of that.
So, selling Bakersfield, what's your phone number?
661-444-0178.
So, what are we looking at right now in housing? What you said? What is the average? What is the average? What did you say? 3, 4? What? How much did you say the average price?
About $380,000 is the average.
And what does that get you in Bakersfield?
Well, that gets you a 3 to 4 bedroom average, maybe 1,800 to 2,000 square foot house with 2 bathrooms, your average house. It's not anything custom. It's just an average house.
Where at?
You could get, a good Southwest area. Once you start going into like the Northwest, you start getting a little bit higher in the 400s.
Where's the Northwest?
Northwest is
Northwest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say west of Coffee.
West of
and north of Stockdale.
Of Stockdale.
Yeah.
That's the Northwest.
That's
south. So the
northern.
Southwest is okay.
Yeah.
What So what did you say? That's where Southwest is where you get your $380,000.
An average for $380,000. You get an average 3 to 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,800-ish to 2,000 square feet, a regular house, maybe on a 7,000 square foot lot.
I know we don't have the financial person here with us, but what about what is that called? I wonder what that breaks down for. What's the interest rate at right now?
The interest rate is probably around
Any
6%.
guesses? It doesn't have to be specific, just the average, whatever.
So right now, I mean, I'm not quoting because I'm not a licensed mortgage broker.
Yeah, of course.
An average 30-year fix, which is what everybody kind of gets, is somewhere around 6, to 6.5%, depending on your credit.
Okay. Well, it has gone down over the last couple of years,
and
right?
You know what, Romeo? I think people are starting to realize we're not going to see 3s and 4s again. So the people that were waiting, like, oh my goodness, the 6 to 6.5%. When you look at it from a historical point of view, it is actually a very low interest rate.
Every divorced drunk at a bar is going, I'm holding out to 4%. It's coming. I'm holding out to 4%.
Man, when I came on the show, we were 3s, man. Huh? Remember we were in the 3s? We kept saying in the 3s.
Yeah. That was what, 08? Just
about
before 08?
Your monthly, if you want to look at what a monthly payment looks like for a $380,000 house, for example, or a $385,000 house at a 6.5%.
These are just guesstimates, by the way. You guys don't.
You're going to be somewhere around $3,000.
Okay.
Okay, give or take.
Okay. That is a lot.
And then we just said the average rent is about $1,900, right? So
it's a little $1,100.
That kind of shows you perspective, right? But I think when you rent a house, a $385,000 house, I think your rent. Remember, $1,900 is average. I think it's probably going to be about $2,500.
I wonder what $1,900 gets you if you rent. Huh.
Maybe a smaller $1,500.
$1,500.
Yeah, 3 bedroom, 2 bath.
Have you looked at the houses? How many houses available in Bakersfield? Have you looked at that? Do you know what's going on?
We got about 240 active houses on the market right now.
240?
240.
That's it?
That's it.
That's not included. What about the new construction? Is that all old construction?
This is resale. So new construction's out there, yeah. I mean, Lennar's building. We just passed by Lennar track over off of 7th Standard. Mm-hmm. They're still building. So,
yeah.
Believe it or not, we still in California are in a housing crisis. There's not enough housing, which is another thing we want to talk about. Because of the housing crisis, they made it easy to build ADUs. I don't know if people here in Bakersfield, I think it's starting to happen. Lennar actually built, I don't know if you remember, they built a house with a little mother-in-law unit. Yeah. That's what an ADU is, an accessory dwelling unit. Anyway, I think the city shut that down for a little bit. They weren't used to it, so people were like, oh, what is this? I mean, people thought it was the coolest thing ever, right? Had a little sink and a little bathroom. It was private, attached to the main house. Well, now it's easy to build an ADU. If you own a house and you have equity, I want to talk about the potential of building an ADU.
And it doesn't, mother-in-law's quarters is not necessarily the best way to say it, because you might have kids that are going to college. You might have kids that are trying to, you want to help them get jump-started on their life. So you got them their own little spot. We'll talk about that next. All right, Marco's here from Selling Bakersfield. What's your number again?
661-444-0178.
It's out like the 4.1. Out of 4.1, the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. All right, it's 8:27 right now. We're talking about Bakersfield housing market, trying to figure it out. I know a lot of you guys out there paying rent. Wish you weren't. Maybe you want a bigger house, a smaller house. You don't really know what's going on with it. So we bring Marco in from selling Bakersfield. Good morning, Marco.
Good morning, Romeo.
What's your phone number again?
661-444-0178.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about what's it called? ADU?
ADU.
AD. What's that stand for?
Accessory dwelling unit.
So basically, it's what is it?
People call it a mother-in-law unit, a granny unit.
Okay.
Essentially, what it is basically a second home on your property.
Okay.
And the state of California, due to the crisis, the housing crisis that we were facing or still are facing, made it very easy for homeowners to build ADUs.
So it was hard in the past to get it done.
Yes.
So when you were out looking at houses, like you, I remember looking at houses going, wow, this one's got a extra house in the back,
Yes.
or this one's got a mother-in-law's quarters over. Those were unique at that point then.
Yeah, because you had to go through a process of permitting and depending on the zoning of your property. Well, now, even if you're on a R1 zone, it was residential one, only one property, or only one structure, you can now still build an ADU even though you're on a R1 zone.
Okay,
It's
so if
easy
you
to do.
have the space to build it,
Correct.
you build it. Is it attached to your house, or do you renovate your garage? How does that work?
That's the awesome part about it. It's so unique that you can do attached. You can do a garage conversion. So
Okay.
if you have a 2-car garage, you never use it. A lot of people don't use their garages. You can convert that into an ADU.
Okay.
And that's the easiest way because the structure's already there.
Okay.
The foundation's already there. You just got to basically put electrical, plumbing, and all that stuff, and close up the walls, put some flooring, and bada bing, bada boom, you got an ADU.
It's that simple, huh?
It really is. It's so. As a matter of fact, it's so simple that the cities have now they have their own what's called stock ADU plans.
Oh, okay.
So anytime you're going to build something, you got to hire an architect, an engineer. You got to draw plans, and that costs money.
Okay.
Well, guess what? They are promoting ADUs so much in the state of California that each city has stock pre-approved ADU plans.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
you just go to the city and you say, hey, I want to build an ADU. I want to see what, and most of the time they have 5-6 different plans, and you pick the one that fits your property size, and it streamlines the permitting process.
So how big can these things be, or small?
Up to 1,200 square feet.
Up to 1,200 square foot.
Yep.
And you want a kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, a place
Yeah.
for somebody to live. So
It's
for those,
it's a little house.
So when we talk about it, and we talk about the fact that a lot of you out there, you have kids going to college, you have kids that are, starting work and they can't go out. You don't really want to put them behind the 8 ball immediately. You can build one of these things, ADUs.
ADU.
You can build a structure for them to live on your property.
Yep.
In much easier than, or a mother, if you want to have your mother-in-law or your father-in-law or your mom and dad, whoever may need a place today, getting older, you got to take care of them. That's what these things are really for.
Easier and cheaper than going out and finding a rental for them. And not only that, but a lot of people are like, okay, well, how am I going to afford to build this? Well, a lot of people have equity in their homes. And
Okay.
So here's the deal. You can do what's called a HELOC, a home equity line of credit.
Okay.
Where you don't have to refinance. Let's say you have a really good interest rate. And you're like, I don't want to refinance my house. Well, you pull out a second loan in the form of a home equity line of credit.
Yep.
It works like a secured credit card. And let's just say they approve you for $100,000. Well, you don't have to use $100,000. You can use 20 or 30 or whatever it's going to cost you to build this ADU.
Okay.
And then whatever payment you have to make on that, the rental, because you can rent these things. It doesn't have to be for just your kids or your parents.
Doesn't have to be family.
No, you can rent this ADU.
Rent them as well.
And the rental income that you're going to get is going to be probably more than what your payment is on that home equity line of credit. Now you got cash flow. And you did a lot of things. You added value to your property. You added square footage.
I want to ask you about that.
Okay.
That adds value to your property.
1,000%.
Now, is that considered square footage of your house, or is
Yes.
that considered a separate house or a
It is
separate
a
dwelling?
it is a permitted addition to your house. And,
Okay.
And that square footage. Let's say you build 1,000 square foot ADU, and the price per square foot is right now the average price per square foot. Let's just say it's $220 a square foot.
Okay.
You just added $220,000.
Oh, okay.
Of
Okay.
equity to your house. It's
Okay.
like a second house. right?
Now, it's not like a pool, right? Everybody says when you add a pool, it doesn't add value, but an ADU can add value even if nobody else has them in the neighborhood?
The best way to add value to any property is to add more living space.
Okay.
Which is in the form of square footage.
Okay.
Especially when it's a second dwelling. I think that adds more because that could potentially be rental income.
Okay, now let me ask you this question. I know you're not the financial guy, but is it easier if your plan is to build an ADU, let's say for your mother-in-law or your parents? Is it easier to get a loan, a HELOC loan or is it just because you have the equity in your home that it's easy to get the HELOC loan?
It all depends on equity.
Oh, okay.
It all depends on how much equity you have. And a lot of people, they have been sitting on some equity and maybe they don't know what to do with it. Or they're like, oh, I'm going to try to pay my house off. Well, you don't get anything from that money sitting there. But if you add...
Yeah, you do. You get to brag to everybody how much equity you have in your home. That's the best thing to do with it.
At the bar?
That's the best thing to do. Oh, I got more equity than you.
Yeah. No, this is, another thing that's crazy is a lot of people, let's just say their kids have grown, they're out of the house, and they're like, oh man, this house is too big for us. Well, guess what? A lot of people, what they're doing is they're building an ADU, and they're moving into the ADU and renting their big house and getting a lot of income.
Gotcha.
From the rental on the big house.
Okay. All right, Marco's here, selling Bakersfield. We'll talk a little bit more about what's going on with the housing market, a little bit more about this ADU thing. I got a couple questions to ask you, so hold on. It's Hot 94.1.
BT ready.
Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. All right, Marco's here from Selling Bakersfield. Marco, what is your phone number? 444 something.
661-444-0178.
444-0178. You guys want to know anything that we're talking about? You want to talk about building ADU, how to handle that? You want to talk about, what you should do to remodel a house to help it sell for more money? Anything. What your house may be worth. Selling Bakersfield is a great place to find out all that information. They're not going to try to lock you down and sell you a timeshare or anything. They're just going to answer your questions. All right. Oh, the kid might try to sell you a timeshare. Yeah. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, does Marco know about renting homes? Yeah, he's been trying to get me to do it for 20 years. I have a question. Would I be able to rent a house with a co-signer on the rental agreement if my credit isn't the greatest? My credit alone, I don't believe I could get approval. I make about is he trying to rent his own home, or is he trying to...
I think he's trying to rent a house. That depends on the property manager.
Oh, okay.
Some may allow you to do that.
He's trying to rent the house for himself. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. What's the price of homes in the Northwest area, like City of the Hills or Rio Bravo area?
That's Northeast.
Northeast.
So in the Northeast, City in the Hills, you're probably looking
I did say, I read it wrong. He said Northeast.
Okay.
I said Northwest.
Probably up towards the 450, 500s.
Up in the City of the Hills. Those are those bigger houses right there on the side of the hill.
Nice houses, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Rio Bravo's. What about those little houses on the other side? I shouldn't say little, because they built those houses right there before Rio Bravo Golf Course on the same side of the street. And then they have some, do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
You pull into the same street to go to Rio Bravo, but Rio Bravo's on the east side. These houses are on the west side. Right? I think they're newer. Yeah. I thought they were a little smaller, though, kind of for empty nesters, people like that who knew. You can ask her. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got Jana Ramirez here. She's on the Selling Bakersfield team, by the way.
But she can. Who's? I think those are like
probably the 400s.
Yeah. 400s.
Yeah,
it's not bad to live out there. The only problem is they're not building anything out there. They got a Taco Bell and a gas station. Maybe Ned's. They need a grocery store.
They need
something build a grocery
out there.
store.
They got like a pizza place way out there. Remember?
Yeah, they need a grocery store. Romeo, hey, does HELOC work with FHA? What is that? How does that go down?
So if they have a current mortgage that's an FHA, they can definitely get a HELOC. Because a HELOC, you're not, like I said, you're not refinancing your current mortgage.
Yeah.
You're pulling out equity through a home equity line of credit. So you can definitely do a HELOC if you have an FHA, and you can do it with the same bank or with a different bank.
Just to explain it a little more for you, what a HELOC loan is, they're using the equity of your home as the backing for the loan.
That is correct.
You have that equity. That equity is there in your house. Now, if you don't pay the loan, all of a sudden your house is up for grabs, but you got to be careful with that.
Yeah, so let's just say you have a FHA first mortgage, right? And that FHA first mortgage is for $300,000. But your house is worth $500,000. When you have $200,000 in equity, and a HELOC will be a second lien, so a second loan, and it can be either fixed or variable. It could be open ended. So it's different. It could be a different lender or the same lender. Normally, what people do is they go to a credit union because they offer the best rates.
Yep.
And then ask to apply for a HELOC through a credit union.
Okay. All right, Marcos here from Selling Bakersfield. I guess you can text me your questions if you want for a minute, 842-547-7. I do got a couple more things to talk about with you. It's Hot 94.1.
The rhythm of the rock.
Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, all right, it's 8:47 right now. We're talking about the housing market in Bakersfield. Marcos here from Selling Bakersfield. 66, what is it, 444, some?
444-0178.
Now, I just want to be very clear. When you can call them and ask them anything you want, anything you hear about on the radio. If you want to know what your house might be worth to sell, if you want to know, certain areas of that you might be looking for more specifically than just the Northeast, you can find out any of that information. He will be more than happy to help you out. If you don't have a lender, obviously Marco works with lenders that he can connect you with as well. Now, we know we do have lenders on. Brian comes on once in a while from Cornerstone, and he'll say the same thing. Find the lender first. Find the real estate agent first. It really doesn't matter who you find first as long as the two can work together and not screw up your house buying process.
Absolutely.
That's really what it comes down to.
It's key.
Yeah.
Communication between the two is key.
Yeah, don't get a lender who broke up with the real estate agent 6 months ago or in high school and they hate each other because you'll never get your house done. And
funny.
Yeah, that happens in Bakersfield.
It does. A lot of crazy things happen in Bakersfield.
So we got all that done. Are we still selling houses? You still selling houses, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, Janet's working with buyers and sellers, and the thing what we're trying to do is just tell the audience there's different ways to think outside of the box when it comes to housing, when it comes to adding value to your house, when it comes to using your equity. Right?
Yeah, and I wanted to say that about the fact that when we talk about earlier, we were talking about adding another dwelling on your property, whether it be, what'd you say, it can go up to 1,200 square foot?
1,200 square feet, yeah.
But you don't realize that the housing prices and the interest rates are so crazy. Just selling your home to buy another one that already has that piece of property or that dwelling on it. What is your mortgage going to be? What is it going to cost you long term?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to a lot of people because number one, they have very low interest rates, for example, and they're going to sell that to go buy, let's say, another house at a 6%, double the interest rate. So why not stay in your house and add that second dwelling to your house?
And use it for what? You can even use it for a second income, renting it out.
That's right.
If you want to rent it out to your mother-in-law, you can do that.
Not recommended. No, I'm just kidding.
So, just out of curiosity, if you know this, how many people are staying in their homes long-term now? I mean, for a while there, people were changing homes every 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
And not like your parents or my parents who have been in their homes since they bought it.
Yeah.
And have no plans on leaving.
Right.
And, so are people doing that now? Now that prices are getting more expensive, are people going, well, wait a second, we might have to figure out how to stay in this house because we can't afford to get another one, even if we sell our house with equity?
Yeah, that whole trend of selling your house every couple of years, it started with ARMs, the adjustable rate mortgages. If you remember those before the crash.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They would give these little teaser rates for 2 or 3 years or 5 years, and your payment would be super low, right? But they were like, oh, you're going to refinance or sell the house anyway.
Yeah.
And so people they'd be like paying, I don't know, $2,000 a month for a $500,000 house.
Yeah.
Because they had this teaser rate, right?
Yep.
1.5 or 2.0.
Yep.
And then the rate would adjust and it would be what it's supposed to be and your payment would double.
Yeah.
And so people were like, what the heck? Anyway, so people got into trouble with those. But that started back then, and then people were like, they thought it was like a trend, right? Oh, we'll buy a house and then we'll sell it in 2-3 years.
Okay.
But then now with the interest rates going up, the property values going up, people are like, man, when they locked in their interest rate in the 3s and the 4s, they were like, it doesn't make sense to sell this house.
It doesn't make sense. One last thing before I get you out of here. I saw a story today. 370-something thousand houses were foreclosed on. Are foreclosures up or down?
You know, I did.
Although the website I did see it on is questionable. So
it's got some truth to it. No, after COVID, there was a moratorium that happened with the mortgages during COVID, and so people were able to not pay their mortgages for a while. Well, as we know, that catches up to people, and banks are like saying, "Hey, COVID is over. Now pay up." And so a lot of people got themselves into a little bit of a pickle.
Yep.
And foreclosures are up. Yes, they are since COVID have started to rise. And
here it is. Bank seizes 367,000 homes as housing pain spreads across U.S., and it's about to get much worse.
And I'm glad you brought that up because we are here to help people. If you are in a pickle where your house is being foreclosed or they're sending you notices of default, we can help you.
By the way, that's how I met Marco.
Yes,
during 2008, during all the that nonsense. Where people were
we actually have investors that will buy the houses from people, and instead of them losing it to the bank, they could actually put some money in their pockets.
All right. All right, Marco, we'll talk to you. I'm sure we'll talk to you later this month to find out what's going on, help people out with their housing purchases or selling or even reconstructive or what do you call it? ADUs, mother-in-laws, whatever. He does everything.
We're here to educate everybody into how to maximize the equity and the value of their homes, okay? That's what we're here to do.
Is it a good idea to do a cash out refinance after the ADUs are done?
Sometimes it depends what you're going to use that cash for. If you're just going to go blow it,
then no.
The new casino, then the answer is no. But if you're going to invest it, yeah, it's a great idea. Because he's right. Once you build that ADU, guess what? Now your property value just went way up, and you could do a cash out refinance the whole thing.
Okay.
And then go build a junior ADU.
Oh my God, this guy. Yeah, call Marco.
444-0178. Thank you for having us on, Romeo.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. 4.1, the Rhythm of the Valleys. Romeo, good morning. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo, what it do, man?
What up, brother?
Hey, so if I send my bill, right?
Yeah.
And you happen to pick mine. What I'm going to need you to do is just go and pay the whole balance off. You know what I'm talking about? Not just the money.
Well, we got to see how much money we got. Daniel and Rodriguez Associates only give us so much money, bro. I can't.
It's a monthly installment, though, right?
I don't know how they do that. It just depends. I don't know. I'm not the one that decides that.
All right, well, I'll just highlight the balance. Maybe that.
I mean, we're not going to pay off your house, but
No. That's a mortgage. I'm talking about a bill, you said.
Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, send your bill.
Furniture bill, you know what I'm talking
about? All right, man. Later. Yeah, send us your bill. Hot941.com. Put your bills in. Rodriguez and Associates, Daniel and the guys and girls over at RNA. I like to pay your bills, man. It's the first of the year. Try to help you out a little bit. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1 is the Rhythm of the Valley. It's Romeo. Since we, Daniel Rodriguez and Associates over there, we're paying bills, right? You just heard Antoinette get her bill paid. So you got to send your bills in. Excuse me. You got to send your bills in. Hot941.com. You can upload them. You ever think about your bills? It just got me to thinking, obviously, because we were talking to the real estate people earlier. But have you ever thought about how your bills change? Have you ever, I just can't do it right now because I was thinking about my first car payment versus what my car payment is today, right? And my first car payment was $149 a month. How many of you wish you had that car payment today? Maybe some of you still do. Maybe I'm, and maybe things haven't really changed that much. But I remember the first rent. The real estate guy was saying the average rent is about $1,900 in Bakersfield a month. When I moved out on my own, my first rent was for a 2-bedroom apartment. It was $375 a month. Now, I don't know if you could still get an apartment for that right now. You remember your first house payment? I remember my first house payment. My first house payment was $482. I think is what it was. $482 a month. You ever look at your bills and see You know, you ever think back, reminisce about what it cost you to live when you were younger versus what it cost you to live now? All right, 842-5477. Hey, good morning, Rome. Did you stop doing a pay your bills announcement at 7 a.m.? I'm confused on the time. Oh, Facebook says something different. The website says 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m. I missed the 7 a.m. one this morning because I thought you weren't doing it. No, I don't think we pay at 7 a.m. Maybe we do. I don't know. Let me ask the boss about the rules. I'll let you know. I'll get back to you for that. All right, 842-5477. I know guys that told me, by the way, speaking of bills, I know guys that have said that they've bought cars in the last few years that cost more than their first house. It's crazy, huh? How bills have gone up. You remember, some of you guys will remember a phone bill. One of the greatest things about the way these cell phones is they don't charge you by the minute anymore. Phones used to charge you by the minute. So it was not unreasonable to have a phone bill that was like $300, $400, $500, $600. And don't call long distance. And now what's a phone bill? $99? I don't even know what it is nowadays. All right, 842-5477. Do you ever think about how your bills have changed over the years? Romeo, it's out of the 4.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valleys. Romeo, RD425-477. Yo, Rome, I remember getting a cell phone bill for $1,200 because my son would make phone calls during peak hours and text. Then I think we got another one a few years later for my daughter, who is the texting queen, and they used to charge for how many words you used to text. Oh, I remember that. They did. That's crazy, huh? A $1,200 phone bill versus what would that $1,200 phone bill cost you today? What? $20 a line, maybe $130 a plan, $150 at the most. Yeah, it's funny how that changes. RD425-477. It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. So we're looking at bills, right? Obviously, we're paying your bills. Well, Rodriguez and Associates, Daniel's paying the bills for you. So you look at your bills and what things cost when you first started out versus, or maybe when you were a kid versus today. It's crazy, right? Yeah, Rome. Try $1,800 to $2,100 in the 90s. And yeah, that was by the minute. What a waste of money. Exactly. You guys don't even realize. Think about your kids today. How many words they text. Think about how much time they spend on the phone. It's all texting now, right? Not minutes. But back in the day, you used to get charged by the minute. And it might be, I don't know, $1 a minute or whatever, 35 cents. I don't even remember what it was. But if you call long distance, or peak hours, cell phones used to have peak hours. And if you called from 4 to 8, then it cost you more. Texting would cost you by the word. I mean, it was wild, man. It was insane. What a $2,100 phone bill in the 90s today would be $100. Crazy how they were taking advantage of people. RD425-477, Rome. I remember waiting till after 9 to call people because it was free. Exactly. I mean, it's one of the things I know I want to talk about your bills and the difference, what you used to pay versus today. But the way the phone billing system has changed over the decades is absolutely insane. It cost so much money to talk on the phone in the 90s, in the 80s, I don't know what it was in the 60s and 70s, but it was insane what it cost you. What it cost you back in the day to today. Today, you get, what is T-Mobile? $35 a line? $35? That's all you pay or something for unlimited everything? I mean, it's just insane the way that works. But I will say this. The one thing about the billing system when it comes to phones is I don't believe they're taking advantage of you. When cell phones first came out, there were less people using them, so they had to charge them more. Now, so many people are using them, they charge you less. Could you imagine, by the way, if the phone companies got together and all of a sudden said, you know what, we just need to jack up these rates. You know, nobody's discounting weed. Nobody's discounting coke. Nobody's discounting drugs. The phone is a drug. Could you imagine? You better hope that never happens. Man, that would be insane. What if it cost you $1,200 a month to use your cell phone today? You think people would get rid of their cell phones? Or you think they're too addicted to them and have to figure out how to pay for it? Romeo, it's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. Good morning out. What's going on?
Wrong.
Yeah.
What's happening, man? Man, look here, man. I remember back in the 80s, I used to pay $5-6 grand a month phone bill, bro.
For a phone?
For a phone, bro. Of course, I wasn't doing the right things back then.
I was going to say, what kind of drugs were you selling in the 80s?
In the 80s, bro, it was $5-6 grand a month, bro. Trust me, they had the brick phone, it was called, that big old long phone. Everybody couldn't have a phone, bro. And then I had a phone. I had a phone, it looked like it was a suitcase, a little case phone.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bro, I'm talking about in the 80s, bro. If you had a phone in the 80s, you was a baller, of course.
It was either, you was a coke
I wasn't
dealer.
doing the right things, brother, but it was costing me $5-6 grand a month. Then we was able to get chip phones. Well, we called them unlimited phones. You could pay to have them chipped up in L.A., and you didn't have no bill. But before that happened, I was paying $5 or $6 grand a month, easily.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
It's insane, bro. It's insane now what they giving them away, bro.
Yeah, giving them away. Giving
but
them
you
away.
didn't see, when you seen the feedback when I was talking about, you know that they was doing something. No, seriously, bro. Automatically. No, regular people didn't have phones in the early 80s.
No,
bro.
they did not. No, they did not. You are not lying.
86, 87. Regular folks didn't have phones, bro, because it was 5,000-6,000 a month.
That's wild, man.
Trust
All right, brother.
me, bro.
I believe you.
And now everybody got a phone, bro.
I know. Everybody got two phones.
Little kids are carrying phones in elementary school, bro.
I know.
My 37-year-old daughter, bro, I remember like it was yesterday. She was in the 7th grade. I pick her up from school. She's crying. What's wrong? Everybody at my school got a phone. Of course, she was in the rich little white kid area, so she's like, everybody got a phone, and I don't.
That's hilarious. That's great, man. That's great. All right, thanks for calling, brother.
All right, bro, have a good one.
You know, back in 87, if you had a phone like he's talking about, you were selling coke. That was the coke dealer. All right, 842-547-7. My phone bill now is $550, but that's 6 phone lines versus one in the 90s. 6 phone lines, $550. Hold on, let me do the math on Big Boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so him, his wife, the twins, the daughter, the other daughter. Wait, him, his wife, the twins, the daughter, the other daughter, the son. That's 7 phone lines, Big Boy. Whose phone are you not paying for? Which kid is not getting their phone bill paid for, Big Boy? It's Romeo. It's Hot 94.1. Hot 94.1, the rhythm of the valley is the Romeo. Man, these phones, bro. You guys don't know. You don't even understand. What this guy called up, said $5,000, 86, 87. He had a phone, $5,000 a month is what it cost him. Oh, wait, let me see what Big Boy. I got to finish my story about Big Boy. Big Boy says he pays $550 for 6 lines, which means somebody's not getting their bill paid in the family. Yo, Rome, that suitcase phone was called the Nokia, and it had a cord, but it had to be plugged into your cigarette lighter. Damn, big boy. You cut the oldest, or the oldest one got cut off. Oh, no. He's not the oldest. The boy got cut off. The oldest son got cut off at the family plan. I'm big boy. But the oldest daughter, yeah. That's funny, big boy, that you say that, because the oldest daughter, she got a lot going on. I'm not saying the boy don't, but she got a lot more money flowing in, I think, and you still paying her phone. Funny how you treat the boy and the girl different. All right, 842-547-7. Rome, he sold dope. I know his voice. Oh, yeah, my man. My man who called in and said he got the... my man who called in and said he had the $5,000 phone bill in the 80s because he had that cell phone, man. He was the dope man. That was a sign. RD42547-7. It's out of the 4.1. Out of the 4.1, the rhythm of the valley. It's Romeo. RD42547-7. Let's see. Hey, Rome, back in the day, I had one of those cloned phones. Didn't have to pay any phone bill at all. But if my phone bill was $1,200 today, this phone would go straight into the garbage. I'd go back to using a payphone if I can find one. That's what I'm saying, man. You guys don't understand. One of the things that's crazy is that you guys know economics, right? Supply and demand. When there was a small demand for cell phones when they first came out. So they were extremely expensive to have. In the 80s, the 90s, extremely. I think when did the cell phone, I know the first time I remember being able to buy a cell phone was at Sears, and that was in 82, 83. So there may have been people who had those brick phones before that. I never had a brick phone. I couldn't afford it. But so normally you would think, man, could you imagine if your phone bill had never changed? If the phone bills had never gone down, what if they still charged you by the minute? What if they still charged you each word you text? You'd be really regulating your kids, or you'd be regulating yourself. A lot of people would. So they make it so cheap now, so everybody has them. Yo, Rome, cell phones have become a necessity, just like gas. They can jack up the prices all they want. We're still going to use them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd figure out. Have you guys seen that meme going around? What's the meme? There's some meme going around I keep seeing about a crackhead wakes up in the morning and he doesn't say, I can't afford the drug. He figures out how to get it done. So what's wrong with you, right? That would be the cell phone. You guys would be spending all your money trying to figure out how to keep that cell phone, right? Throw me outside of the 4.1.